his crotch. His hands clasped something protruding there. A small wheel spinning on the end of a steel post. The leg of a chair. The woman pulled a bomb from her satchel, one of those pranks that promised so much violence. It was solemnly passed to the wounded man, who accepted it, his knuckles white, his hands trembling. The two members of supply pulled Mark away from the man with a large piece of office furniture sprouting from his oozing stomach. The shouts sounded distant, but he knew they were nearby, practically in his ear. He found himself yanked backward, transfixed by the vacant stare on the face of this doomed and wounded man. His eyes locked onto Mark's. The man held the bomb away from himself, fingers curled around that terrible cylinder of steel, a grim clench of teeth jutting along his jawline. Mark glanced up the stairwell, where the boots were finally gaining, coming into view, black and bloodless, this tireless and superior enemy. They came down the dripping trail Mark and the others had left behind, coming for them with their hammer that never failed. He stumbled down the stairwell backward, half dragged by the others, one hand on the railing, eyes drifting to the swinging door opening behind the man they'd left behind. Gunfire erupted, but he was already diving back toward the stairs. Shouting grew furious, both above and below. Mark went to the other side of the stairs, away from where he'd last been seen, and peered down. More and more people were coming, and aimed at the hunt. They waited for what ready to move, and he pulled the Raisny gun.
sure they don't see him.
Juliet tucked the knife under her arm and grabbed the 2 cups. She went to the railing, passed everything through, and threw her leg over the lowermost bar and scrambled out. Now she needed warmth. She left the cups where they were and grabbed the knife. There were offices around the corner, the dining room. She remembered her first outfit in Silo 17, a tablecloth with a slit in the middle. She laughed to herself as she turned the corner, feeling like she was regressing, like her weeks of working to make things better were taking her back to where she'd started. The long hallway between the 2 grow stations was dark. A handful of wires hung from the pipes overhead, drooping between the spots where they'd been hastily attached. They marched from these upside-down leaps toward the hum and glow of the growing plots in the distance. Juliet checked the offices and found nothing for warmth.
No overalls, no curtains. She moved toward the dining room, was turning to enter, when she thought she heard something beyond the next plot of plants. A click, a crack.
Go ahead, she said. Get your things together. You're not going to live like this. Just leave us, the older girl said. The 2 boys had moved off the bed, though, and were going through piles of things. They looked to the girl, then to Juliet, unsure. Go back to where you're from, Rickson said. The 2 eldest children seemed to be gaining strength from each other. Take your noise machines and go. That's what this was about. Juliet remembered the sight of the compressor on its side, more heavily attacked, maybe than Solo had been. She nodded to the 2 smaller boys, had their ages pegged for 10 or 11. Go on, she told them. You're going to help me and my friend get home. We have good food there, real electricity, hot water. Get your things. The youngest girl cried out at this, a horrible peal, the same cry Juliet had heard from the dark hallway. Rickson paced back and forth, eyeing her and the wrench on the floor. Juliet slid away from him and toward the bed to comfort the young girl, when she realized it wasn't her squealing. Something moved in the older... Hey, forget it. If you can't... What do you need? Bernard said. I'm just giving you a hard time. He leaned against the filing cabinet and interlocked his fingers across his belly. He peered at Lucas through the bottom of his glasses. Well, this might sound weird, but it's this case, an old case. The server says it's filed away in your office, with all the closed investigations. An investigation? Bernard's voice rose quizzically. Lucas nodded. Yeah, a friend of a friend thing. I'm just curious how it was resolved. There aren't any digital copies on the server. This isn't about Holston, is it? Who? Oh, the old sheriff? No. Why? Bernard waved his.
Here's what we got so far. We got our tile done, toilet installed, sink, mirror, lights. You've seen all that. The only thing I got left here is the baseboard and accessories. The hand towel, bath towel rack, paper dispenser. But, and did I say curtain? She's got to put a curtain here. Well, she's talking about putting a shelf here too, so. Shelf here, and then she was going to put a shelf up here. Looks pretty good. Of course I'm not done. I got wood here and a door. I still haven't put the door on. Maybe next week.